Guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hello, don't forget to like and subscribe. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how I achieve this beginner friendly smoky eye look. So first off, we're going to start off by brushing our brow, and I'm brushing the hairs upwards, which helps me fill it in better. For this look I wanted the brow to be more straight than curved. So with each stroke, I'm just following the hairs of my eyebrows according to how they grow or how I want the shape to be, and just filling it up. And I like to have just a little bit of arch, so it's not just a awkward shape. So I'm just giving myself a little arch and just brushing and taking it a little bit down, but just to get the right shape. And then I'll use concealer to correct anyway. So if you make a mistake, don't worry, we're going to use concealer to just correct everything. When doing makeup, it's good to remember that everyone's face is different, everyone's features are different, so you work according to your face, not according to someone else's face. After filling our eyebrows, we're going to use a brush to blend any harsh line. It's okay if you make a mistake, that's why we're going to use the concealer to just tidy up everything and to get the right shape that we want on the brows. And for this look, I'm going to be using the L'Oreal Infallible Concealer in the shade Cocoa to just clean up under my brow. I like to start on the arch of my brow when I'm applying concealer, because if I have excess products I can easily just work with it and I don't put too much on. So sometimes some people like to start at the front of the brow, which I personally don't think is a good idea, because if you have too much product then it means you're applying too much product at the front of your brow. But if you start from the arch and you have too much product, you can just place the product under the arch and then just use that one product to work around, so you don't apply too much. If it's too much there, you can just blend it down to cover your eyelids. I'm just using the same concealer. Usually I like to use a darker shade concealer or foundation to blend the top part of my brow, because I don't like to have a halo around my eyebrow. But today I'm using the Infallible concealer because it actually works or goes with the look that I'm doing. I kind of want the brow to be very defined, but I'm going to use my foundation to blend it out, so don't worry. Once I finish lining and tidying up the top part of my brows, I'm just going to blend that out so I don't have any harsh lines. So once that's done, we're going to just use the same concealer to just blend everything out, because we're using this concealer as the base for our look today. I usually like to use a brighter concealer for my eyelid, but today we're going to use the same concealer. And next we're going to go in with the foundation. I like to put a little bit of the foundation on the back of my hand before applying it to my face, because this actually helps warm the product up. And I'm using my flat brush from the Do Care set, and I'm using the Revolution Pro CC foundation in the shade 17.5. I like this foundation because it's very lightweight and I don't break out when I use this foundation, and it's easy to apply, and it actually gives me quite a full coverage. As you can see, it's quite full coverage. Usually when I'm working with eyeshadow, I like to apply my eyeshadow first, so I like to do the eye routine first before doing my foundation routine. But for this look today, I'm going to be applying the foundation first and then going into the eyeshadow. So next I'm going to be using a colored lipstick as blush, and I'm going to use a damp beauty blender to just blend this out. I like to apply it on my cheeks and on my nose and just blend everything out. Now remember, if you have watery eyes, I would advise not to use a damp beauty blender under your eyes or around your eyes, because damp beauty blenders actually irritate the eyes and makes it water a bit more. So next I'm going to be using my Maybelline eraser concealer in the shade Tan to apply on the inner corners and outer corner of my eyes and the bridge of my nose, the top of my lip, my chin and my forehead. And then next I'm going to be going in with the L'Oreal Infallible concealer in the shade Cocoa again. I'm going to apply this just to fill in the gaps on my face to give it a little bit more of a red undertone, so I won't be ashy. So I'm just going to use the beauty blender to blend this under my eyes, but very carefully because I don't want to trigger any tears. So just blending this properly and taking that on my eyelid, so blending everything out, basically just blend everywhere with conceal, just blend it. It's important as well to work with the shape of the beauty blender. So once you've blended, then you turn the beauty blender around and use the booty of the beauty blender so use the base of the beauty blender to actually just blend everything out properly. And now I'm using a dry beauty blender to take that properly under my eyes and to blend around my eyes properly, because I have watery eyes. So I'm just using the dry beauty blender to just blend properly and take away every excess product that is still left on my skin before applying my powder. So I'm using the number 7 translucent powder. Now I know this looks white, but it's a translucent powder, so it actually works according to your foundation. It's a clear and fine powder. When you set your face, it just becomes transparent and it sets your face properly but doesn't make you ashy. I would recommend it for especially people that can't find their setting powder shade. I'd recommend a translucent powder, especially this number 7 one, because it actually works perfectly. I like to also reverse contour, so I'm applying this under my cheekbones just to give the illusion of a slimmer face, to draw light to below the cheekbones to make my cheekbones actually stand out a lot more. So I'll be applying the powder to the areas of my face in which I concealed to set the concealer and to brighten those areas. Here we go. We're going to be using brown to place onto the crease and to contour the eyelid, so this gives the eyes more of a defined look. So we're just going to place some brown onto the crease and just blending that inwards. You don't want to place too much because you don't want the brown to overpower or you don't want the brown to be too much, basically. So we're just going to take, one dip goes a long way in the transition color, so just one dip and then blend that out. Then we're going to go in with the lighter color on the inner corners of the eyelid. So with a lighter color, you just want to blend that out because we're doing a smoky eyes, but we still want the eyes to be a little bit bright in the inner corners. We're going to add a bit more later, but you just want it to be a little bit bright and blending down out into the middle of our eyelid. So you don't want to blend it all over your eyes, you just want to take that from the inner corner to the middle of your eyelid. So I'm going to use a pointed brush to take some black, or if you have some dip liner, that's fine. If you have black eyeshadow, that's fine. I'm using an eyeliner, so I just dipped the brush in the liner and then I'm just using that to line my eyes. And then it's okay if you make a mistake because we're going to blend this out, we're going to smoke this out. So I'm just using a pointed blending brush to just blend this out. I'm just using this to smoke this out basically because I want to give myself that defined smoky eye look. So next I'm going to use an eyeliner to line the eyes. So I'm just using this match liner just to fill in the gaps. So I'm just using this and then blending this inwards and then taking some black shadow just to keep blending this because you want to define that line. You want to define it. Okay, so now that's done, we're going to take some of the black eyeshadow and starting from the tail of your liner, you want to work your way up your crease. So you want to define the crease, but you want to start from the bottom. So from where your liner ends, you want to start from there and work your way up your crease. You don't want to start from the middle because you don't want to put too much product in there at first. So you take it little by little, you take your eyeshadow, your black eyeshadow, little by little, and then you define your crease. And as you're working your way down to the middle of your eyelid, you want to start fading it out because you don't want to put too much product in the inner corners of your eyelid. So we're going to start from the end, and if you have excess products, you start from the end, you start blending that in, and then you work your way down to the middle of your eyelid and then fade it out. Remember to always start from the end in case you have excess product. And as you're working your way to the inner corners of your eye, you start to fade it out. from the end, you work your way gently to the inner corners of your eyelid. And blending that downwards, so you want to blend under your eyes. As you're going into the inner corners of your eye, you start to release your hand a little and fade it out. So we're just going to place some of the lighter eyeshadow again back into the middle of our eyelid, just to bring more light back in that area, to define that area. There we go. And add more product if you need to. Once my lashes are on, I like to go through it with a mascara. So I use a mascara just to blend my lashes and the false lashes together, because this makes it look more natural. Once that's done, I like to just run through with a small powder brush to dust all the excess powder from my face, and then I go through my face with a big powder brush, and yeah. So next I'm going to just apply some of the lighter eyeshadow under my eyes and then highlight my tear ducts to draw more light to the eye, and then just blend it out, but not too much because we want the focus to be on the inner corners of the eyes. For this, I'm using a pointed brush. Next, I'm just going to highlight the top of my cheekbone. Just going to apply highlighter on there just to make my face shine. I'm just going to highlight my cheeks, and highlight my nose, my lips, and under my brow. Because the eyes are the point of focus for this look, we're going for a nude lip, and to do this I like to line my lip with a black liner first. So I like to overline the top of my lip and underline the bottom of my lip. Now you can go with any lip color you want for this look, but for me I prefer a nude lip because we want to draw more focus to the eye. Now once I've lined my lip, I'm going to go over the black with a brown lip cream. Be careful not to go too much on the bottom lip because you want to maintain that pink inner area of the lip. So I'm just going to blend the top part properly and then only blend where the line is at the bottom of the lip. And next I'm gonna go in with my e.l.f. lip plumping gloss. This is probably one of my favorite lip glosses because I love the color, I love the consistency. So guys, this is the final look. I hope you liked this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.